Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Aura Aurora Yoga. My name is Christina. Thank you for joining me. Today's practice is solely focused on this super hunter full moon that will be rising, or rather illuminating to its fullest tomorrow morning. That's October 17th at 7:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, this evening at 8:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this super full hunter moon is going to appear closest, or rather it's going to be orbiting closest to the Earth. So it will look 14% larger than a normal full moon. Tomorrow morning, it'll be around 7% larger, but this evening is a special treat. So if you catch this video in time, please venture out about 10 minutes, a little bit before 9 o'clock, to see this super hunter moon closest to the Earth's orbit. This super full moon is in the sign of Aries, fire sign. So today's practice, we're going to be moving some energy. We're going to get grounded. I would like for you to think of setting a personal intention for the next year to come. We just came out of the harvest season. Now we're gathering up what we need for the months ahead. Anything you have been working on, the inner work, the manifestations, now is the time to put these plans into motion and to kind of tie up any loose ends. Last full moon, or rather new moon, we discussed cutting out people, things that do not serve us, that can get in the way of fully illuminating our path. This month's full moon is about manifesting your innermost desires. Momentum, enthusiasm, passion, cultivating that inner strength to catapult you forward so that your dreams do become reality. A couple of crystals that I've chosen to help assist with this full moon: carnelian, which is associated with Aries energy, fire, protection, inner strength, guidance. Then I have 3 black stones: hematite, black onyx, and black obsidian. While they all do have certain special characteristics, all 3 of these stones serve to not only protect your energy, but to deflect negative energy away from you. I also want to mention that this is the 3rd super moon that we've had this year. Next month, we'll have the 4th. However, this hunter moon is the biggest and brightest super moon that we will have all year long. So it's a treat visually, of course, but it's also spiritually one of the strongest times to manifest. Strongest times. Keep that in mind. And an affirmation that I would like us to have in the back of our mind while we're practicing on the eve of this full moon: I am the master of my destiny. I am the master of my destiny. With that said, let's get started. We're going to get started in Malasana. I want you to come into a wide-legged position. Have your knees and feet pointing in the same direction. If you have a book, pillow handy at home, If you need something to support your glutes, you can sit on it here. Otherwise, I'd like you to bring hands to heart center. Use your elbows to gently nudge your hips open. Thumbs to the center of the chest. Set your gaze softly at one point at the top of your mat. You could even close the eyes if you like. We're going to take 3 deep grounding breaths right here. Empty out all the air from your final exhalation. Open the eyes. See if you can just sway a little bit from side to side here. Make sure there's no pain. If there is, just stay as you are in stillness. Otherwise, just bring a little bit of fluidity to the hip crease here. Come back to stillness. Start to claw the ground as you release the knees down and untuck the toes. We are coming into cat and cow. We're going to be moving a lot of energy. Bring your wrists in line with the shoulders. Let's begin. 1 breath to 1 movement. Inhale, head lifts, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Slow exhalation out as you push the earth away, hollowing out the back, gaze sit at the belly button. Here we go for 4 in silence. Last one. Release. Empty out all the air from the belly. Hang on to your exhalation. Come back to neutral spine. Moving into dancing lion. If you like, you can walk your hands forward a little bit. Just cultivating a little bit more space. Inhale forward, exhale hips to heels. 1 fluid motion. You can involve the shoulders, the head, the neck. Close the eyes here. Once again, hanging on to your affirmation. I am the master of my destiny. I am the master of my destiny. Let's take this counterclockwise, still synchronizing the breath. Inhale forward, exhale back. Come back to stillness. Take your hands a little bit wider to the outer edges of the mat. Walk the knees back. Tuck the toes. Bend the elbows, come down. Belly down. Flap the elbows a couple times. If this is too much, you can untuck the toes and slither through. Otherwise, remain here. Breathe into the space. Ashtangasana, getting the heart down, making that connection. Really nice. Untuck the toes, slither through, come into up dog. Press down to the tops of the feet. See if you can lift the knees off the ground. Sway a little bit side to side. Come back to center. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Once you get to down dog, take the dog for a little walk. Be bending deeply into one knee, then into the other. Get the hips up nice and high. Release the head. Release the neck. Give it a good shake if you need to. Come back to stillness. Bend deeply into the knees. Look forward. Take a walk to the top of your mat. Feet together. Come into that forward fold. Inhale up to a halfway lift. You can bring the palms to the shins. Exhale, fold in. 2 more just like that. 1 breath to 1 movement. Inhale, look out. Exhale, look in. Last one, look out. Exhale, look in. Plant your palms. Right leg steps back, followed by the left. Roll over the toes, 90 degrees. Up dog, down dog. 2 deep breaths and down dog. Look forward, walk or jump, top of the mat. Come into that forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Right leg back, followed by the left. Roll over the toes, low plank. Up dog, down dog. 2 deep breaths and down dog. Right foot steps, right in between the hands, release the left knee, untuck the toes, come right on up into a runner's lunge. Walk the right toes towards the top of the mat, lengthening the stance. Plant left palm on top of the right, relax the shoulders, breathe here. Keep pulling the left thigh back as you draw your right thigh forward. Slowly bring your arms up to 90 degrees to a cactus. Start to lift gaze, heart, everything up to the sky for a little back bend. Come back to center. Frame the right foot. Step the right leg back. On the knees, chaturanga. Low plank. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps in between the hands. Release the right knee, untuck the toes. Take your time setting up your runner's lunge. Right palm plants on top of the left. Walk the toes forward, lengthen your stance. Once again, pull right leg back, left leg forward. Sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Here we go, 90 degrees. Fingers spread wide, cactus the arms. Simultaneously start to lift heart, gaze up, little back bend. Coming back through center, plant the palms. Step the left leg back, modified chaturanga. Bend the elbows, up dog. Exhale, knees together. Sit on the heels. Take your palms to your lap, pinkies touch. Relax the shoulders, maybe roll them up towards the ears a few times, rolling them down the back, sitting up nice and tall. Close the eyes. Take a moment to get centered. We just moved a lot of energy. Open the eyes. We're going to actively twist to the right. Left hand outside the right thigh. Right hand to the left foot. Relax the right shoulder. Look towards the right. Keep the chin towards the chest. Actively twist to the other side. Right hand outside the left thigh. Left hand to the right foot. Chin to chest. Relax that left shoulder. Set the gaze. Come back to center. We're going to come into a sleepy child's pose. You can start to walk the hands forward. Just enough to get the forehead down. Use your palms as leverage to press the hips into the heels. If you can't make that connection, you have a little pillow at home or a blanket. You can place it right in between to seal the gap. Once you have that, walk the hands back, palms facing up. Draw your shoulders towards the mat. Relax the upper body, shake it out a little bit if you need to. Breathe here. Slowly unwind, uncurl. Head is last to lift. We're going to make our way onto our back. We're going to take tree on the back. This posture will help us get rooted. It will also help us relax the parasympathetic nervous system. Extend the left leg long. Take the sole of the right foot and place it right against the inner left thigh. If you cannot do that, draw the right foot to the left calf, just not on the knee, please. So find which position suits you the best. There's no right or wrong. Once you get there, we're going to have a generous flex in the left foot, like you're stamping it into the ground. You're going to press the sole of the right foot into either your left thigh or the calf. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Maybe try to squeeze the shoulder blades together, lifting the heart space up. Close your eyes, breathe here. I am the master of my destiny. What is it that you desire? What are you calling in on this super full hunter's moon? Release the right leg nice and long. Point the toes. Draw the arms up overhead for a nice, deep, good morning stretch. Stretching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. You might want to shimmy here, just a little bit from side to side. That might feel really nice in between sets as we come back to stillness. Generous flex in the right foot. Sole of left foot either inside the right calf, or you can bring it up to the right thigh. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Once again, try to draw the shoulder blades together. Again, lifting the heart space up. We're going to press that sole of that left foot into the right thigh or calf. Keep flexing the right foot. Close the eyes. Come back to your meditation. Come back to what it is that you are calling in for yourself. Release the left leg long. Once again, point the toes, draw the arms up overhead, a little shimmy here. Come back to stillness as you draw the knees up. We're going to keep the calves parallel, let the feet hang nice and heavy. Ground down from the top of the head through the sacrum, palms to the tops of the knees. We're just going to take some circles here with the hip crease. You may feel a little massage in the middle and lower back. Let's take this counterclockwise. Come back to stillness, legs up to the sky. Arms down by your side, palms facing up for waterfall. If you find that your legs are shaking in this posture, you can separate them. Have a nice little bend in the knees. That will help take any shaking out of the legs. If you like, you can take the right hand to the belly, left hand over the heart. With the eyes closed, just simply, quietly observe the natural rise and fall of the breath in the belly, as well as the natural rhythm of your heartbeat in the left hand. Once again, I am the master of my destiny. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you have more power than you think you do. Much more. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Let's bend the knees, kiss the soles of the feet together, coming into a reclined butterfly. If you have blocks at home or pillows and you'd like to support underneath the thighs to allow gravity to do the work, that's a great idea. Otherwise, let's just melt into this shape. Extend the left leg long, hug the right knee into the chest, take it across the left for a little twist, gaze to the right. Back through center, extend right leg long, hug left knee in, take it over, knees up. Back through center, extend both legs long, take them as wide as you like, feet splayed to the outer edges of the mat. Now would be a great time to hit pause, especially if your videos roll over to another one. I'd like for you to stay in your meditative Shavasana for as long as you like today. I recommend at least a minute or two and focus on what you're calling in. Yogis, I hoped you enjoyed this October's full moon practice. Namaste. I wish you all the best in your inner journey and within your manifestations. I'll see you in the next class.